Okay, I realized that I'm only allotted 15 minutes, so my first video cut off, and this is where we left off. So just to recap, we found the inverse, and we need to multiply now this inverse that we found, located right here. We need to multiply this inverse times the matrix on the left, or on the right, excuse me. All right, so this, and I've got it set up, and I made an important point, I hope, before the video cut off. When you multiply, you found the inverse, and now you're ready to multiply times the matrix on the right, you must put the inverse to the left, or first. That's extremely important, because matrix multiplication is not commutative, and you will not get the correct answer if you don't place the matrices in this order. So inverse to the left, and existing matrix from the right side of the equation, in this case on the right. Okay, and now it's just going to be a review of matrix multiplication. This is why we did, one of the reasons why we did yesterday's lesson. Okay, so I want to find this element that's here in row 1, column 1. So remember, it's always a row from the left matrix times a column from the right. And if you do -5 times 0, that's 0, plus 4 times 0, still 0. So this element in row 1, column 1 is 0. Okay, row 1, column 2. So that's going to use, I'll just emphasize it this way, here's row 1, and here's column 2. So we do -5 times -22 plus 4 times -28. Okay, simplify this. -5 times -22 is 110, and 4 times -28 is -112. You add those two together and you get -2. All right, now let's go down to the row 2, column 1. So we're going to use row 2 times column 1. And you can probably see that this is also going to be 0. -4 times 0 plus 3 times 0, still 0. And then finally, row 2, column 2. So row 2 times column 2. And let's see what that looks like. -4 times -22 plus 3 times -28. This is 88 plus -84, and you add those two together and you get +4. So this is the answer to the matrix that is missing, the unknown matrix in this equation. And if you wanted to have confidence that you're correct, you could do matrix multiplication using this red matrix times the matrix that we just solved for. And if you do the multiplication correctly, the result should be this matrix on the right side of the equation. So we have a good way of checking our work when we're solving these matrix equations. So with this lesson, you should know how to find a determinant, which then is used so that you can find an inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix, which then that's used so that we can solve these matrix equations where we have to undo multiplying by a matrix. Okay, and that is today's lesson, the class notes, and just let me know if you have any questions.